Hey, what's going on these back roads and these paved streets? My name is Keisha, and you already know I'm a homesteader. Today, I will be discussing things that I wish I knew before I started homesteading. As we all know, I live in a rural area, and the difference between rural homesteading and urban homesteading is urban is you're living within the city limits. Their zoning allows you to have pets like chicken, some goats, quail, but in a rural area, you're secluded. You're miles and miles away from civilization, as I would say it. And by you being so far away, it's hard to get people to come out to service anything. Like if you're getting plumbing work done or electrical, not a lot of people are willing to go so far out to help you out. And if they do come out, then they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. They can't wait to hit them pipes. I had to move to a different area because that son was hating on us. But anyway, like I do a lot of stuff myself. That's why I do it myself, because you can't get anybody to come out here. So that's one thing that I wish I had knew. But let me tell you, your girl cheap. I wasn't going to call nobody, no way. I tried to call somebody one time and they did come out, and the quote they gave me was so, let me think of a nice word. It's ignorant. Okay. Next one is money, right? You're going to have a ton of it. Okay. When I first moved here, the well, which is 100 feet under the ground, they had to literally drill 100 feet underground in order to tap water. So the underground spring is what they're pulling up from. The well went out. At first, I saw like little pieces, like plastic or something coming in there, and it was from the actual motor of the the pump. Pull it up out of the ground, 100 feet in the air. Now this thing, I'm gonna Google it and put it in it up somewhere and tell you guys how many pounds this thing weighs. Not to mention all the water that is in this tube when you pull it up out of the ground to replace it. And I did a great job at replacing it. But the problem was the well that I used came from one of those, like, what do you call those stores? Like the bit and dent, because I was being cheap. And so it went out. And I thought it was something that I did when I put it down underground. And it wasn't. He told me I did a wonderful job. Yes, this could be a round of applause. And another thing you're going to need money for is materials. So if you plan on your homestead having any fencing, your homestead having like lights, let's see, if you plan on building barns, I don't know, whatever you plan on doing, you better have some money for it, because it's going to cost you. And you're probably going to have to be a do-it-yourselfer, because like I said, ain't nobody coming to save you. Nobody. Skills. I did not know that I would need the level of skills that I already had. But like everything, you think, oh, this is like simple. This is going to be quick. No, I bet you lying to yourself. You just better expect for things to fail. And speaking of failures, that's going to be my next one. Failures. Man, you better have the mental strength and agility of a monk, okay? Because if you do not meditate and say, that's a nice word for screw. Yeah, that's it. Screw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pick it up back in the morning, because I'm not going to let this stuff like take years off of my life stressing me out. If it get done, it get done. Y'all can tell by how I put these videos out. Maybe like everybody else dropping videos every week. This heifer drop videos when she get good and darn ready. Yes, because I'm going to take my time. I'm not finna let this stuff kill me and put me under the ground. Why y'all fighting? I swear the black cats. I hate it. The next thing is location. And especially if you're like farming and stuff like that, you want to be in a zone where it's comfortable to farm. I'm in 7B farming zone. So, growing zone 7B. I have a hard time growing the crops because the humidity down here is killing the crops. Literally, it is very hard to maintain these crops, because by it being humid, I don't know what it's doing to these crops. It ain't all me, okay? I ain't off in these plants by myself. I'm having a little help. And the crazy part is the trees do just fine. All my trees, all my bushes, all my vines are still vining and bushing and growing. But it's like when I get to the plant, I did great on some crops and then others not so great. So that is actually going to have to go with failures as well, because depending on what zone and location you are in could hinder your plants. But I done seen people grow in cold conditions. So I don't know. I might edit this out. They're going to be like, girl, you suck at planting. They do. It's more work than I thought it would be. Like literally, let me stand up on this. Can y'all see me? It's more work than I thought it would be, because like literally I've had storms to come through and tear off the side of the house. And literally everything that I had completed or halfway up, it just knocked it down. It knocked down the chicken coop part that I had up. And y'all keep looking behind me because I actually, I was getting out the car one day. This right here was literally all brush. And I got out of the car one day and I was like, oh, dog, there's a dog right there. And then like I was fixing to walk towards the dog a little bit. And I was like, is it a dog though? Hold on, let me move this through. I get in the middle. But I was like, is it a dog though? And as I got a little closer, I was like, oh, this thing look like a wolf. And everybody keeps telling me, like, there couldn't have been a wolf, Keisha, because there are no wolves in Mississippi. Y'all said the same mess about bears, and it was a bear 15 minutes on down the road that they found. And another thing is, they hollering about some, you can't do nothing to these bears. Never mind. I'm gonna let that go. I like Yogi just as much as the next person do. But if Yogi come for me, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that bear. I'm getting in trouble about that bear. them animal lovers gonna come for you, girl. What was I talking about? Because I done got all the way off track. Why y'all letting me do this? What was I saying? I don't even know no more. Let me go to the cheat sheet. What was I talking about? It's more work than I thought. I had plumbing issues. Every time the wind blows dust on the power line, the power goes out. Like, it's just, like, when I tell you it's Hooterville or whatever they call that in Green Acres, it is definitely Hooterville. Like, some always breaking down out here. Next is burnt out. I used to get burnt out so bad, and I realized that it was causing me wrinkles and stress and all that, and I said, screw it. Whenever I get to it is when I get to it. I'll take a whole relaxing day just for myself. I don't care. Don't judge me. But anyway, I take a whole day dedicated to me when I get burnt out, because I'm just not going to die of stress. I'm just not going to do it. Period. My thing was start small, but leave room for expansion. And I learned from my old friend Salty Dog that you should start off big and think bigger. He was saying that you need to have like a whole layout and this, that, and the third. And I agree with him. Like, you should have a layout of how you want your homestead before you go putting stuff where it don't belong. Makes sense to me. I wish I had known that, Salty, before I started putting stuff in places. But I do appreciate the video. It was a wonderful video. Y'all check it out. He did an awesome job on that video. Another thing I realized that happens when you homestead is it changes you, right? You become more resourceful, right? Because you can't go call, you know what I'm saying, handyman down the street. You can't go call him because nobody lives down the street or no company is down the street. You literally have to be resourceful. You're going to have to learn how to like get some dirt on them nails. That's just that. That's what's going to have to happen. I'm sorry, boo-boo. Anyway, the next thing is animals. If you're going to get animals, you got to figure out, one, if you're going to travel or if there's an emergency, what do you do with them? I know. What am I supposed to do with you? I'm trying to go on a cruise. And you're cramping tripping, mommy. Stop. Okay, okay. You want to get down. But anyway, if you have animals, anything could come up. An emergency could come up. What are you supposed to do with your pets? You have to have a plan for it. Another thing is, if you're going on vacation, you have to have a plan. Hold on. She wants to go back in. Okay. All right. There you go. I need some more water, too. She heard up and went back in there like, I don't want to hang out with that lady. So you have to have a contingency plan is what I'm saying. Food, I mean, you can leave enough food out for the chickens to eat if you're going to be gone, you know, a few days. But the water situation, especially during the wintertime, is what keeps you stagnant and moving about. But I am kind of nervous about leaving them, and that is one thing to consider, your animals. Chickens are pretty easy, I heard, for leaving. Hey, why we fighting? If all the animals like to. But anyway, they don't want to fool with me because I picked them up. Get down from there, fat daddy. Say, I ain't that mad at you, lady. Got little worms. Yeah. Daisy. Yeah, I need a special treat since you tried to pick me up, lady. I told you about picking me up, showing me out to your friends. They love them worms. They are expensive. Them some expensive worms. Stop coming up on me. You don't know me like that. I see you. Smoke, what you doing over here? Threatening my cat. I mean, my chicken. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. But y'all already know your girl is going to have to trespass you. Y'all have overstayed your welcome, and I'm going to need you to get off my land. Bye.
Just ask. From the coop to the garden, yeah, we grind and we bend. Memphis to Mississippi, Tennessee, my friend. Building dreams, planting seeds, watch the vibe extend. Just asking for a friend. Hammer in my hand, dirt under my nails. From sunrise to sunset, we tell our tales. Mississippi roots, Memphis in my soul. Building, growing, hustling, we taking control. Say it now. Say it now. Now, Memphis, Mississippi. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, feel the energy. From the soil to the sky, we rise, we ascend. Just asking for a friend. Memphis to Mississippi, can you feel that vibe?
All right, look at this one. She thinks she's slick. She trying to get to those worms in that bucket. And so she done jumped up on the straw. So everybody acting up. And so now she's trying to get to that bag. Oh, you should see her. I'm finna record her. She's bad. Oh, she jumped down. She knew I was gonna expose her.